Hi, I'm Denise Smith, and I'm the program manager with Rise Vermont. I want to welcome you to the Rise Vermont TV show. In partnership with Northwest Access TV, we're going to be providing weekly insight, inspiring ideas, and stories about how to live healthier, happier lifestyles in Northwest Vermont in the counties of Franklin and Grand Isle counties. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show.
This is really fantastic, so that we know how to be at our desk safely. But so many of us now have work remotely with laptops, or at home we may not have a dedicated space, right? It might just be the kitchen counter or our sofa when we sit down after supper to sit down. So I think it would be really great if we took an opportunity to let's take a look at if I'm sitting in a kitchen chair, a chair that I can't adjust, sitting at a table that might not adjust. How can I keep myself safe while I'm working?
I will tell you, I have children and a husband that like to play games on their laptops. So I'm constantly squawking at my husband about his sitting in his recliner with his laptop on his lap. He does use a mouse and stuff like that. But then I have another son who sits at our kitchen table that is a little higher.
Yeah.
Because of how he plays, I can't adjust him very well. I do try to tell him not to rest his arms, to watch his muscle there, or his nerve. But it is more difficult. So let's get a chair.
Okay. So I can already see a difference, so the seat that we adjusted to me specifically is already higher.
Correct.
And we've got arms here too, so this is going to be really different, like our kitchen table, our dining room table chair.
And just to let you know, most desktops, and I'm assuming maybe tabletops too, I'm not sure because I've never measured, they run about 29 inches high, which is too high for most individuals. Due to their body size, height size, okay? So, laptop, I highly suggest people sit with it with what it says. It is a laptop. So it should be in your lap. Now, I know they do have precautions out there with, especially males with a laptop and the heat and everything. My husband uses a lap board.
Okay.
It's, longer than the laptop. He can sit a mouse right on it, and it actually has a wrist rest built right into the laptop, or into the board.
And it raises it up a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well. I mean, it's only about that, it's not thick.
Okay.
But if you look at Moretti, he's using this on his lap. So let's first of all, you look at his knees and his hips. He's a little bit greater than 90 degrees here. And the reason you can tell is his thigh slopes down towards the floor. That's fine. As long as it's not down too far and he's hanging, down here like this.
Yeah. If I put this more of a right angle, I put this out a little bit more just so that I feel more comfortable with the keyboard.
Yep, okay. So if he did bring his feet in more, he'd be better. Now he could put a footrest under there if he needed to, if he's a shorter individual. With this type of chair, remember I talked about the seat pan. You can see the difference here between his knee and his thigh.
Yeah.
I can't change that on a chair that's fixed.
I'm all the way back.
So if you are someone who has back issues or anything like that, you're going to want to probably not sit in a regular kitchen chair. Because you're not going to be able to adjust what needs to be adjusted to help protect your back. Okay. If you're an individual who doesn't have back issues, but then all of a sudden start having them, look at the chair you're sitting in. That could be what's causing your issues. This chair here has a normal curve in it, like the desk chair did, which is good, but it may not fit him in his lumbar spine. If it didn't fit him in his spine, I could take a pillowcase. Or a small towel roll and put it where his normal curve is to give him that support in his spine. This one actually doesn't look that bad on you.
It's not too bad. It's a little low, but it's not bad. Yeah.
Yep. So I could put in a little roll in there just above to help support his back better.
Yeah.
The other thing you want to look at is his arm. When you're sitting at your laptop, you only can put it so far away from you because your legs are only so long. So pretty much here, he's slightly forwards, but the only thing about it, if he brings his laptop back, you can't read the monitor.
Right.
So, you're to catch 20 with a laptop. I highly recommend, if you're working on a laptop at home, you're using it a lot, You should have a docking station or be able to hook you don't even need the docking station, but hook your keyboard up and hook a mouse up to your laptop. You can use your laptop as your normal monitor, or you can use your laptop as your keyboard and have a different monitor.
Yep.
Okay? But that's what I highly suggest. Just because you can't get perfect setup with a laptop.
So you're suggesting a laptop on your lap
Not on a tabletop.
so that you can get better right angles.
Correct.
Because if I were to put this up here,
And you're sitting at your desk.
then
Right.
I'm all hunched.
Yep.
And I don't have my right angles, not
Correct.
on my wrist, not on my elbow. Okay. This is what I do though.
Yep.
And
Oh, I
so
know.
now and I'm
There's
sure
a lot of
everyone
people
does
that
it,
do
right?
this.
Or at every cafe.
Yep.
You see everybody sitting.
Yep. So
just
you
like
want to be
this.
be
Yeah.
careful. You just need to be aware of it and how you're working.
Okay.
Okay. And you can't change the monitor height. So if it's in your lap and you have neck issues, guess what? You can't change that monitor height.
Right.
So it may aggravate your neck even further.
So if I did have neck issues, is it better to put the monitor up and
I'd say
You'd
put the
just-
monitor up and get a keyboard.
Just don't work on a laptop.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I would try not to
Yeah.
work at a laptop. If
Okay.
you are someone who already has issues, I would highly suggest
Yeah.
not working at a laptop.
Okay.
Unless you have adaptive equipment like the monitor or a keyboard to make it so you're not working on that. If you're someone who doesn't have issues, like you're pain-free, you can work here, I would suggest getting up more often, every 30 minutes. Don't sit there for 2 hours working on something or playing a game.
Right. Okay.
I know when I sit at a laptop too much, I actually get carpal tunnel symptoms, numbness and tingling into my hand. And I don't know if it's because this is a harder surface or I'm more on the edge here. So I have to work with a keyboard if I'm on a laptop.
Okay.
If it's here and
For an
there,
extended
I have
period
no,
of
yep,
time.
for
Yeah.
extended periods of time.
Okay.
So that's, it's hard with a laptop. But I highly suggest if you're using it, I prefer to have it in the lap.
So this is at least then with a chair.
Correct.
So sofa or your recliner.
And most of the people are going to have them in their lap there.
Yeah.
The only thing that happens there is their back is not supported correctly. So I could be in a sofa and I could be sitting like this.
Yeah.
So my posture here is not good, and I'm out here like this on my laptop. So I'm not really supporting myself. If you're going to sit on the couch, if you can, get yourself upright, your laptop here, and work with it.
Okay.
Same thing with a recliner. The recliner is what my husband does. He gets the forward head because your legs are up, but he's got to, see his laptop, his monitor. So he gets more of a forward head posture. You want to try to keep your head in alignment.
Okay.
Some stretches you can do while you're
Yeah.
on a laptop is stretch your wrist flexors for pull back here. Make sure you include your thumb. So your thumb should go in your palm, fingers to fingers, and pull back. And you should feel a stretch on the underside of your wrist, maybe in your fingers, maybe all the way to your elbow. But that will help keep the carpal tunnel and the wrist flexor tendons all stretched out. Okay, so that should be where you feel that. I'd suggest holding 15 to 30 seconds, a couple repetitions.
Okay.
The other ones you can do is some neck circles. So if you're, looking at that monitor a long time, do neck circles in one direction, 10 repetitions, and then go in the other direction. You may hear creaking, crunching, cracking. That's okay as long as it's pain-free. If it's painful, then don't make it such of a big motion. You may have to start out with a little motion and then increase it as it feels like it loosens up. Some other things to do are backwards shoulder rolls. So the reason I say to go backwards is because when you go forward, so go forwards, do you feel how it rounds your shoulders
Mm-hmm.
when you come up and around?
Yeah.
Well, most people have rounded shoulders. If you look at people's postures, their shoulders tend to roll forwards. So if you roll backwards, you're bringing them back out of that rounded position compared to when you roll your shoulders
And
forwards.
if I've been working on a
Yep.
computer all
You
day,
wanna
I'm probably
stretch 'em out.
more inclined to be rounding them anyway.
Yep.
So okay.
Yep, so stretch them out.
Okay.
Any questions with those?
No,
Okay.
that's good. And then, so stretching this way or just this way?
Working at a computer, you're not going to get your wrist. Well, I guess they might get tight because you're using your fingers to key. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is the direction. This is the
Okay.
opposite direction.
Great. And getting up and walking around.
And getting up and
often.
walking,
Yeah.
doing a little trunk extension because you're sitting for so long.
So we looked at how to set up a desk if
Correct.
you're sitting there for extended periods of time, some suggestions on how to use your laptop if you're sitting in a chair that's not adjustable or in a sofa, ways to support yourself, where you're not just lounging, right? If you're working for an extended any period of time on your computer or gaming.
Right.
And if we were outside, talking about ways to
Minimize the sun.
minimize the sun on your screen
Yep.
and the glare, or just shut it and enjoy being outdoors.
Right, enjoy being outside.
Yes, awesome.
Enjoy the outdoor.
Enjoy it. Well, thank you so much, Lori.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate your time, and thank you for joining us.